Well, I just want to say it's so good to be here with all of you today. And the reason I'm in the auditorium is because we are just a few days away from restarting our in-person gatherings. And so we'll be right back in this room. And I don't know about you, but I miss being here with you guys. It's something that just brought me great joy to be able to worship God right alongside you. And it's something that I have missed for months and months. And I am looking forward to being able to regain those times with you again. And so this Sunday, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to have one service at 8:30. And the way that we're going to have to do that is by reservation. And so you can go to our website, ccfchurch.net, starting today at 6 p.m. all the way until Saturday at noon. And you can reserve a spot to be here and to be able to worship right in person alongside of us. And so I'm looking forward to being able to see you there and see you here and have that time. And the reason that I'm saying all this is because that brings me great delight to be able to worship with other Christ followers, to be able to worship our God and give him the praises that he's due. It brings me great joy, and I'm going to use this word again, delight. The reason I keep using this word is because that's something that sometimes we lose sight of. We forget about what brings us that kind of joy, what brings us that kind of happiness and peace. And I want to encourage you to think through what in your life brings you delight. Maybe it's some time with your families. Maybe you're an outdoors person and that brings you delight. Maybe it's going out on a boat. Man, if I had a boat, that would bring me a lot of delight. Maybe for you, it's about a hobby that you have. Or maybe it's reading. I don't know what brings you delight. You know what brings you delight. But I want to come back to what Paul said in Romans 12, because I want you to capture this, what he says. First of all, he says, Romans 12, verse 9, he says, don't just pretend to love others, really love them. And he says, hate what is wrong, hold tightly to what is good. And listen to this, love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. Take delight in honoring each other. And so whenever you're watching this, I want to encourage you that whoever you come about this week, whoever you get to be with, whoever you get to come face to face with, even if it's with a mask in between, however that is, would you take delight in honoring that person? The same delight that you get from being out on that boat or out on that four-wheeler or out in the outdoors on a hike or reading a book or with your family, that same delight that you get from that, could you get that kind of delight from honoring someone else? That takes intentionality. That takes living your life with a purpose and on purpose. That means that when you see someone else, when you have that opportunity, that engagement with someone else, you actually have to think and process, how am I going to honor this person? But I'll tell you what, when you do have those opportunities and when it does come to your mind and you ask yourself that question and then you follow through on it, that's where the delight comes in. That's where the joy comes in. That when you are actually able to act on that and you're able to serve another person just for the sake of serving them, just for the sake of demonstrating Christ's love to them, then you'll find that you are able to take delight in honoring the people around you. Maybe that's a new practice to you. Maybe it's something that you've been doing for a while. I would encourage you to continue to do that, to continue to build into that. And can we as a church take delight by looking around at who's around us and honoring those people? Why? For the sake of the gospel, so that we can demonstrate God's love to those who need it. So I would just like to encourage you in that way. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday, and I do look forward to seeing you here on Sunday. Again, sign-ups start today, or reservations start today at 6 p.m., and they end on Saturday at noon. Hope to see you there.